The surprising secret to success in life. I have always loved dancing. I remember looking at the pointe shoes in the store windows and imagining myself dancing in them. My mother finally agreed to take me for audition to the Warsaw Ballet School, but they did not accept me just by looking at me. I was going to be too tall. I was so disappointed. I joined the Legia Club in Warsaw a few years later and started my track and field training. I was especially good at running 60 meters and then 100 meters hurdles. I was already training with our national team. I wanted to practice all the time. It was my passion. It was my life. I loved it. However, everything has changed when I was 17 years old. My parents sent me to spend a month with my mother's aunt in London to study English. Every day, I went to the park or to the local stadium to practice. The coach from the local team noticed me and invited me to participate in their competition. I was so excited. I could not wait. I knew I could win. A day before the competition, something had happened that had changed my life. My mother's aunt owned a store in London with her apartment above the store. They kept drying their clothes after washing them on the top. We could access it through the window. When I washed my clothes and wanted to go to the top to hang them there, I jumped through the window to the roof. There was, however, a skylight, so I ended up jumping straight to the glass. And I flew 2 stories through the apartment to my mother's aunt's store with a glass. I still had time to think about how to learn not to kill myself. I cut my legs and back, and I hurt my back and neck. However, I was grateful I was alive. When I came back to Poland, the doctors tried to help me, but I could not lift my leg above the hurdle without pain. My dream about running was over. It was a terrible disappointment for me. I felt like my life was over. My friends were achieving outstanding results. Some of them have world records, but I was out. However, if I did not have this accident, I would never leave Poland, and my life would be completely different, not necessarily better. I learned from these experiences that nothing is good or bad. It is just as it is supposed to be. If I got accepted to the ballet school, my education would suffer. I would not get accepted to the best high school in Warsaw at that time. It was a school where we had to learn to speak English, which has opened many doors in the future. If I did not get injured, I would not leave Poland. And I would not have the career as an engineer and as a scientist in Finland and in the USA as I had, which also brought me a lot of happiness and satisfaction. It doesn't mean that it was good that I got injured, but what I mean is that it has changed my life for the better in the long run. I also realized that everything that happens is like a stick with 2 ends. One that we regard as wrong and the other that we consider as reasonable. We have free will to focus and we can choose what we focus on, good or bad. If we focus on the good stuff, we attract more stuff that we consider good to our existence. It is how our universe works. Our emotions and our thoughts are vital for our health and our life. So, what should we do when something bad happens to us? Take a moment and step away long enough to remember that you are disconnecting from the negative energy and focusing on love. Believe that everything is going to work out for you. Have you noticed any similar experience in your life that you thought something bad happened to you that proved good from the time perspective? Let me know, please. Write in the comment section.